I was first diagnosed with acute promyelocytic leukemia when I was 9 years old. I'm now 26 and living with multiple late effects. So I remember I arrived on the ward. There was obviously all these bays of other young children. And I just said to my mum, I was like, oh my God, these kids look so ill. Little did I know that soon that would be me. I relapsed when I was 12. For me, that was the hardest part because I knew what was coming. So I was obviously put on treatment and then I had this massive stroke. So I was on this terrible chemo, but every day I was having to have speech and language therapists, physio every day, and occupational therapists every single day. That was just horrendous, and for my family, again, it was life-changing for them as well. 2 in 3 childhood cancer survivors will experience long-term effects, also known as late effects. And unfortunately, I'm one of them. I have intracranial hypertension, which is fluid on the brain, and I've had 13 brain surgeries for that, which includes a shunt in my brain. I have epilepsy, issues with my thyroid, chronic fatigue, which impacts me every day. I'm completely exhausted and not like an exhaustion anyone else has. Recently, I've been diagnosed with heart failure. And I think for me, that was the toughest one to come to terms with because it only came on about 11 years after treatment. This is what people don't really understand. They think you have 6 months, say, of treatment and then life is automatically back to the person that you were. And for many of us, this just isn't the case. My life, even this many years later, still isn't what it was pre-cancer. I wouldn't call my life a normal life. I've basically been coming to this church for as long as I can remember. And I actually joined the choir only weeks before I first had cancer. And I remember I had obviously had the 6 months off, and then I came back into the choir and I absolutely loved it, and it was great to have that community spirit back. I've had loads of support from everyone at church, and I think that's been really vital to have that community. And to know that people are caring for me and through all this time, I just feel very blessed. I set up my Instagram page when I was diagnosed with a heart failure, and I suddenly realised that there needs to be more awareness, not just within society but medical professionals as well, and a place for other young people to connect and also to share their story and get awareness. Come on, Bells. Come on. I think the main thing to help other young people going through cancer is research. We need to get to a stage where every child survives and children aren't left with these lifelong late effects. The only way for us to get there realistically is through research and people donating to the charity. So please go fundraise and do it, because it is so vital that we have other people supporting the charity. Every day in the UK, 12 children are diagnosed with cancer and 2 of those won't survive. That's why charities like Children with Cancer UK need your help to fund vital research. Please share this video to raise awareness of the late effects of childhood cancer.